build the embodiment self-awareness? So one way is, like I said, like really check with yourself. What's your physical state? What's your emotional state? What's your mental state, right? And you can do it in as many times as you want a day, and start really noticing some patterns, how you behave when you're in this situation, in that situation, and just also do it not only when you're triggered, but when you're happy. So you can really set an alarm once every hour and just check it very quickly. Take it 1 minute and see how it feels, what's the emotions, what's the quality of your thoughts in any given moment, right? Write it down. And then there are other practices that will help you a lot, and they're long-term practices like yoga. Because yoga, if you go to yoga classes, very often teachers will tell you and lead you through exercises with breath exercise and paying attention and noticing your body and so on, right? So yoga, meditation, as long as really directed at you, also sensing yourself, not only there are types of meditation maybe that you need to put attention on the outside, not on yourself. So try to actually practice that you put attention on yourself. That's more helpful. So you are being in your body rather you being somewhere outside. Mindfulness is just being present in the moment of what's happening. Any body work therapies, if you work with someone who touches you and how does this feel, body work, rolfing is really good, is one method of that. Then also martial arts and dance, if you dance more consciously. And also being in the nature with animals, anything to do with the nature, when you pay attention to the nature, to yourself in that moment. Now, there are distinctions between like yoga, mindfulness, meditation, if you're alone in the nature, to martial arts, dance, maybe body work. The difference is that in the first group, you are alone with yourself. So you pay attention to yourself, what's happening in those moments, and it's great, you're learning that. And you're with yourself, right? So sometimes this won't translate how you behave with others. I mean, you still build self-awareness. It's really great because you are actually building your vocabulary, building the understanding of different sensations and postures in your body. Yet there's something different when you start working with another person and they will, like you're here and they're here and you're in front of yourself or next to yourself. And something will happen when they come closer or you come closer. That's in martial arts, if you have to have a sparring with someone else, and they will trigger you in some different ways. They will give you some impulse and you need to respond, and you give them impulse, they respond. So it's also amazing opportunity to learn how you respond to those different impulses. It's almost like I don't know if it's a next level, but it's a little bit different way of building this self-awareness when you're in relationship with others. The same happens in dancing when you dance with someone. And I know it from my own experience. I love dancing and I go and in social dancing, it's very interesting that you have different people coming to you asking you to dance, or you go out and you ask someone to dance. And there is this, like you meeting someone and your body starts to react in a different ways, right? And sometimes you feel like you being pulled, and sometimes there is a fight. Like, how do you dance when someone leads and leads badly, or someone leads very good, or there is almost like no connection between you both, right? So there is something will happen also in the body. So you can work with the body and see what are your reactions in those moments. And you actually can change those reactions and get yourself more centered when you start working with the body. So the question is like, what would I recommend doing, or how to build this embodied self-awareness? I think it's actually, everything is working. I think it's good to start checking with yourself, really, this short checks, what's going on physically with me, mentally, emotionally. Plus, do some more mindful type of body work, like yoga or even mindful dance movement, because that helps you to have the vocabulary and understanding of your body yourself. And then if you go to the world and you start doing martial arts, you start doing dance, you kind of with people, also social interacting, start checking what's going on with you then there. It's so there is something that is important maybe to understand, that if you want to be able to, let's say, be centered and respond from a centered place to someone that usually triggers you, you cannot practice that in the moment when you meet them. You have to practice this before. And which means like you have to know your automatic reaction. So like how my body reacts, what's the emotions coming up, what are the stories I'm telling in my head when I meet with this person. And so it's first that, and then you want to also think about yourself. When are the moments where you actually are able to respond to someone else or in any other situation in a very centered, balanced way. And this way you would like to respond to this person. And think about how you respond when you're super balanced, when you're relaxed, when you're on ease, and get that into your body and practice this. Practice this quite a lot. So it's like you building the muscles, right? Your automatic reactions, like, let's say fighting, always going and fighting against this person, is like the muscles that you train for 20 years. Now you're building a new muscle, so you really have to build it, and you have to imagine doing it and feeling in your body when you're like that multiple times. So it's 300 times for our body to learn that. And in literature, they say 3,000 times for this to become your second nature. So it's quite a lot of practicing that you can actually, once you meet this person again, you will be at choice. And what creates the choice is the awareness. And the awareness, this embodied awareness, is like, oh, again, I'm leaning forward. Again, like I'm tense, right? So, okay, let's relax. That's the first step. And once you have that and you're at choice, maybe you are even able, once you build the capacity by practicing capacity of new response, maybe you're able to answer in a new way. And that's just needs practice.